It is the ongoing struggle between good and evil, light and darkness, and God's truth against the enemy's lies. Spiritual warfare happens on a level we can't always see, but its effects manifest in our daily lives, in the battles we fight within ourselves, the temptations we face, and the obstacles that challenge our faith. Understanding spiritual warfare is vital for living a victorious Christian life. Ephesians 6 verse 12 puts it plainly. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. This verse reminds us that the challenges we face often have a deeper, spiritual origin. Recognizing this is the first step in equipping ourselves for the fight. At the heart of spiritual warfare is the enemy, Satan, and his kingdom of darkness. The Bible describes Satan as a deceiver, a thief, and an accuser. In John 10 verse 10, Jesus says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." Satan's goal is to distract us from God, sow division, and destroy the peace and purpose God intends for us. He works through lies, temptation, fear, and even subtle manipulations to weaken our faith and lead us astray. But as believers, we are not powerless. The Bible assures us that through Christ, we have authority over the enemy. James 4 verse 7 tells us to submit yourselves, then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. This verse emphasizes two critical components of spiritual warfare: submitting to God and resisting the enemy. Let's explore these in detail. Submitting to God means aligning our lives with His will and living in obedience to His word. This starts with a relationship with Jesus Christ. Accepting Him as Lord and Savior is the foundation of spiritual strength. In our daily lives, we face countless influences that shape our thoughts, actions, and perspectives. Some of these influences come from external sources like our environment, relationships, and culture, while others come from within, rooted in our personal experiences, emotions, and beliefs. But there is also a more subtle and powerful force at work, a spiritual influence that seeks to deceive, discourage, and mislead. This is often referred to as the devil's influence, and its purpose is to create confusion, conflict, and division within ourselves and with others. Today, we'll explore what the devil's influence looks like, how it affects us, and what we can do to uncover and resist it, so we can live in alignment with truth, peace, and purpose. The first thing to understand about the devil's influence is that it is subtle and deceptive. Rarely does it appear as obvious evil or blatant wrong. Instead, it works through lies, manipulation, and half-truths, making it difficult to recognize. This influence often exploits our vulnerabilities, targeting our fears, insecurities, and desires. For example, it may take the form of thoughts that seem self-critical, feelings of doubt, or beliefs that we are somehow less than others. By sowing seeds of self-doubt and insecurity, the devil's influence can make us question our worth, purpose, and ability to overcome challenges. This influence thrives in the shadows of our minds, where it goes unexamined, gradually taking root and impacting how we see ourselves and the world around us. One of the most common signs of the devil's influence is a sense of confusion and inner conflict. When we are under this influence, we may feel torn between what we know to be right and choices that lead us away from our values. This internal struggle creates a sense of uncertainty, making it difficult to make clear, confident decisions. Confusion can cause us to second-guess our intentions, weaken our resolve, and ultimately lead us to stray from our true path.